So our body always undergoes changes with time, and so does our mind. We're not a nationality. So many people think I'm American, I'm Canadian, I'm Australian, I'm black, I'm white. No, we're actually a spirit soul, a spirit in a body with all these different labels on it. White, black, brown, male, female, old, young. But that's not us. Because I'm the same person I was when I was 10 years old or when I was 5 years old. Same person. And now I'm 43. Still just me, though. And that's what health is. To me, health is coming back and being true to yourself, being in alignment with yourself, and then having your mind be subservient, in a sense, to your soul, your spirit, and your body, so that whatever what we would call dharma, your life purpose in Ayurveda, is, that you can then follow that, and use your mind and body then to follow what your dharma is. So getting back in touch with yourself is one of the most important things in life. In fact, your life becomes meaningless if you're not. So many people can lead just a superficial life, where they're not really in touch with who they are, and they don't know what their dharma is, or their purpose here in life. Because our life on this planet is very short in one sense. It comes and it goes, and we don't know when it's going to finish. So it's very important that we don't just get caught up in, oh, I've got to make lots of money, I've got to have this, I've got to have fame, I've got to have, all that's going to be temporary. And it's very important on the day that you're going to leave this world that you think, what did I do with my life? Have I done some benefit? Have I made this planet a better place? Have I grown myself? Have I helped other people? I think if we think like this, think about that we could be dead tomorrow. We could be leaving this world. And so what are we going to be thinking about? Are we going to have regrets that, oh, we just spent our whole life trying to accumulate things? Or are we going to be thinking, I cultivated my consciousness and I helped other people to grow and to be healthier, and I cared for people and animals and the planet? I purposely, I try and do that as much as I can. And I think that's really important, and I think that's part of health. So we can't separate, I don't believe we can separate spiritual health from mental, emotional health, from physical health, because they all have an impact. One of my great inspirations in life, or one of the people that have inspired me, is also Dr. Edward Bach, who came up with the Bach flower remedies, and I'm going to talk about them in some more videos. But his whole basic philosophy on life, and he was a very educated man, a very educated doctor in the 1930s in England. His whole philosophy is very similar to Ayurvedic medicine, Chinese medicine, that the root cause of disease is all actually in our minds or in our soul, where we're not following our true purpose in life, and we're then getting caught up in problems and worries and different things that happen in our minds. So things like meditation and flower essences, massage, all of that can help us when it's good quality. Get back on our path, our life path, of being back in touch with our soul. That's why so many times we experience, if we ever travel to a third world country, where people, sometimes in many countries like Bali, or some African countries where I grew up, like Malawi, when I was a child, I grew up in Central Africa for a few years. And I used to notice that a lot of the people were a lot happier, even though they had very little money, than a lot of the people from some of the Western countries, like where I was from, Canada. And this has made a big impact on me, that real happiness actually comes from within. It comes from your connection to yourself. It doesn't come from owning lots of things, or being praised by people, or any of these different things that are promoted as ways to become happy. Being happy means being in touch with yourself, following your true life purpose, and loving and being loved by others. And oftentimes, when the material things in life can be very good, but if they take us off our path with that, or we put too much emphasis just in that, then it won't lead us to happiness. So these are the ancient, obvious teachings of many different philosophies in the world. And I do think it's nice to take time out to do some meditation every day if possible, or at least sometime, and get massage regularly by somebody that knows what they're doing. I think flower essences are great for health as well. And then having a whole food diet, eating foods that naturally, because we, again, as I was mentioning about the body being elements, it's very important that we put good food in, as well as having good air, clean water, have good food, healthy, natural, organic food. I prefer a vegetarian diet myself, mostly vegan, and whole foods. And then that's the good basis to health, in my opinion. Some of the 3 pillars of health are more than 3, but good food, natural foods, exercise, meditation, massage. You cut down like so many different diseases. Like in the U.S., they reckon like 70% of diseases are diet related. Well, there's probably a whole lot more where stress contributes as well. So if we can do things to have a healthy diet and alleviate stress, then we're well on the way to having a very healthy life. And when we can get rid of stress in our life, then people who are addicted to cigarettes and different things, they can also give them up easily. So meditation's very, very good. And yeah, it's a very important thing to understand, I think, meditation, if you're going to become a good Raynor massage therapist. Thank you all for listening, and I look forward to doing more videos. And it inspires me to, of course, practice as well, which is great. Thanks again.